And we're live on a Sunday, fun day, fun day. What's up, everybody? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I'm your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, Starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch bitch, and messenger of God. Hey, how are you? Hello, how are you? You know what? I want to go sit in the grass. Dude, I had to get out of my car. I was laughing so hard. Oh, yo. What's up, new people? There's a lot of you. Dang, I was in the dark. I didn't see any of you coming. Welcome to the dark night of the soul. I am your leader, ascending master Lilith, here to work you through your dark feelings as I work through my own. Hey, did you catch yesterday? Holy moly, was it a dark day in hell? It wasn't, and that's why you need the sun and reality shining on you, because if you do it in the dark, it's too dark. You can't get out of the dark. Yeah, I guess this will work. I was laughing in my car. In order to keep up with me, you'll have to catch yesterday's video plus what I've posted in my community page. Let's let this guy go by. I had a whole breakdown because yesterday's shadows again were all about sexual healing, right? And so in the video, I make this comment. I was like, it's like, I should just fuck him, right? That's what everybody says. I just need to have sex. That's what's going on, right? I deny this part, this shadow part of me. I should let it out. And then the whole point is like, you know, I got excited on a guy, but I totally put up all these blocks. I built the whole fucking wall, the fucking Berlin Wall right in front of his face, bro. Fucking block. Like super Roblox, like Minecraft. Like I am like, dude, the best builder. Bob built that bitch. Bob has bitch tits. That would be me. My name is, no, just kidding. His name is Robert Wilson. Anyways, going back. I was like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do that, dude. And then I was like, maybe I can. Let's go see what he says. He said, no, bitch. No, that's chaos. I'm not doing that. Then I was laughing, right? It's not, I mean, it is, but it's not. That's not the funny part. The funny part gets better. This is where it gets better. I said it. Adam is dumb as dirt. In the sense of, he has no divinity. He has no belief in anything other than, you know, cash is king and this is the world and we live in this, and he lives by the laws, dude. I promise you, and it's so irritating that I can see it. It's so surface level. It's just really, that's how he was created. Like, he just believes in the world we live in. Totally. And so when he looks at me, he's like, you're just a crazy bitch. You're just totally crazy. Like, in the sense of, I don't know how much of the magic he believes, but he just thinks I'm crazy. And that's what got us in our last fight, like, over the summer. He's like, it could be all cool if you just put down the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I lost my fucking mind with him over that shit. Hold on. It's coming in for a landing. No, it took off. Anyways, it's a takeoff. It's a takeoff. So, whatever. He doesn't, as he says, he doesn't believe in chicken bones and unicorns and shit like that, right? So he just looks at me like, I never put myself in it, but I started laughing. I didn't put myself in it. The Holy Spirit. Once it's over, it's over. And then you sit back and you just laugh. You said what? You did what? Who said what? What the fuck really happened? Because when you're in it, you're just in it, dude. You're like, what is happening? I'm dying. And you get back, you're like, oh, that was a shit day. What happened yesterday? Anyways, I live my life like this, and he just looks at me as just this crazy ass bitch. You are so crazy. But that's what I heard, is like, he wants to fuck the shit out of this crazy bitch. Like, he just, like, when I came down to it, I was like, you're the one fucking a crazy girl. He had no problem fucking with the crazy girl, dude, because the crazy girl was fucking the shit out of him. The hood went crazy, bro. He has no problem with it. It's like the best time of his life. He's like, what the fuck? This is some crazy shit. But naturally, he's like, okay, after every time it happened, or after what happened last time, nah, dude, I don't ever want to go through that again, dude. You're crazy. So that's why I was laughing so hard in my freaking car. It's like I stepped back and I saw it from his perspective, like, Damn, am I gonna fuck this crazy bitch? I wanna fuck this crazy bitch. Fuck, dude, this crazy bitch. I fucking love this crazy bitch. Fuck, I know, right? Fuck. But, dude, he killed me. He killed me with the fucking line. He punchlined the shit out of me. I was like, that's so good. I was like, I don't know. I think that's what I need is sexual healing. He's like, does your insurance cover that? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I fucking hate you. You see what I mean? You can't have a conversation with someone like this. Somebody completely emotionally detached. As I said to me in the very beginning, you scare me. I never know what you're gonna say. Then when I came back, he was like, you feel that way this way, but today, but one thing I know about you is you change your feeling. It's like, and then you go back to what he really said. He's like, you make me feel like you're the devil trying to convince me that the grass is greener in hell. God. I just laughed in my car. You're like, why did that happen? So I could tell a story and read you some pages out of the book, I suppose. I'm a walking fucking testimony to God's works. And I'm trying to show you the dark works of how God works. The real God, that he had a side. He had a feminine side. And it had a duality to it. It was all loving. It was Kali. Going back to Kali. I'm going to pull those cards and stuff. I don't have any of that. I just crawled out of my car. I've been awake for some time, just enjoying my morning. That's what I said, too. I got up at 3. I was like, not today. I'm going to have a restful day so I can have a good night. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not going to start my day like this. So I've just been resting. I just started my first cup of coffee. Ooh, start your engines. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. There's a lot of traffic going on. So I was laughing about that. And it's like, going back to it, the point of this is your feelings are your fucking feelings, bro. And they are explosive. And you can't just expect to put them all on somebody. Come here, let me put all this on you. I feel like... Let me crawl on top of you. And that's what I said, too. I started seeing it. I was like, you told him to let you sit... I mean, I did. I feel like I just want to sit on your lap right now and see what it feels like to have your hands rubbing up and down my back. The fuck are you talking about? You can't say shit. I thought about it. I was like, I may have tempted the shit out of you. And this is just how I was feeling. And that's why I was like, oh, I can't be putting my feelings on you. Because then right after, I'm going to be like, oh, don't touch me. Oh, no. Oh, but that's what's really great, though. That's where I sat back. It's like, God, you're so demented and you have so many issues. Grab her the tissue. But then I'm like, well, I love me. I'm gonna love myself through this. This is some bullshit. And then it's like, as crazy as I am and as harsh as I am and as fucked up as I come off, man, they love me too. He's just like, nah, that'd be chaos, dude. I don't know what you're gonna do after I give you some dick. It didn't go well last time. Oh, man. You're over here wanting my babies and shit. He didn't say it, but I can imagine. Sometimes you gotta get out of yourself and, really realize what the fuck. I caught it yesterday when I blew up at that dude. He was in shock. But at the same time, that I don't think he'll ever... And that's what I said to him, too. It's like, how many people in the past have you invited over to your house and then asked if they'd like to give you a massage? He's all, well, a couple years... No. He didn't call me back. I'm terrible at this. And that's what's funny is God's like, as he shines upon my face, there's my little girl. She's gonna... Because they see I get it. It doesn't matter. They see they get to watch it all play out. and they guide me through it, just like when you're trying to teach your toddler to walk, and you're just holding their hands and stuff, and then you're hoping they're going to walk by themselves, but they just keep falling over because their head is too heavy. Like I did yesterday. I literally did at the end of the video. I was crying. I was like, I just fell over. I was like, I can't hold my head anymore. It's filled with thoughts and feelings. It's making feelings. Seriously. But then, they see that it works out, so it's funny to them. You know what I mean? It's cute. Look at the big steps you made yesterday. You took a step. No, I hit my head on the fucking corner. I got an owie. And a lot of fucking throat chakra shit, because I'll be talking shit. It's all coming out. And that's it too. You start holding your shit in, start holding your words back and your feelings back and stuff, and you start fucking getting fucking sore throats and chest problems and nasal problems and all that shit. Fucking my fucking hands been going numb and shit. Your chakras are real, bro, and they fuck up your body and shit. You have to let them flow, your feelings and stuff. And so that was cool, and that's where I just posted. I was like, all right. This is right, because that's what I said too. I was like, nah, I think it's just going to make everything worse if I fuck with this dude. But that's it too. It's like, you want this person to be that person that make you feel all these ways and, fill all of these boxes. And you're trying to make them that. And it's like, I have these feelings for you, and this is where I feel good. And every time I try to make it something more than it is, that's where I get it all fucked up. And that's what I'm realizing more and more is like, it was all in for for all of them. But when I started to, piece them together, there was parts of them, as well as myself, that I weren't fulfilling to, the situation. And that's where went back to it too. It's like, who said that they want to jump up in a fucking, in an RV and cruise the fucking lands and spread spirituality and heal people and make music and be all like nomad like that? Who said? That's my dream. You know what I mean? Why am I trying to push my dream on somebody that can't even envision something possible like that? Would never, ever, ever. You know what I mean? And that's where that is. And that's other stuff too, is like, I would never do that. And that's really that moment. It's like, I could see, like, what if? And so I'm telling him what I see, and he's like, no. And that's talking about, like, what if I just sat on your lap right now and you just like, let you hold me? I would never. What the fuck are you talking about? That's not him. You're not that guy. You know what I mean? Where I could feel comfortable enough to just do it rather than ask, can I do it? And then you tell me, no, I can't do it. No, you can't do that. Really? I saw it. It looks like it would feel good. So that's what I posted too. I was like, oh, here we go. And then I made jokes about it. I'm like, well, you got me here, but you can't take me to the next level. Who's that guy? In the sense of, who knows? I can't force it, because really it's something within me, because that's what brought me back to him. You know what I mean? I felt that way for another guy, but then I wouldn't allow myself to feel that way, and I ended up in spiritual court about it, and ended up back with the first guy that I didn't allow myself to feel that way about. And that's why I said, if you can do it by yourself and really face it without running from it, then you don't actually have to face the people, the places, or the things. But in some states, some circumstances, and that's where it is too, is I'm going to have to go back and do what I never wanted to do. You know what I mean? I have to relive this experience. And that was the thing with San Diego that I was explaining in that video. I'm going to have to go back over there one day. I can't run from this. My memories are there. My children are there. I have to bring this back. As scared as I am of what all of the terror and all of the things I don't want to see that happen to me, I have to go back there. And as I was driving there, I made a video about it. I had all of my biological, family members, my loved ones, as you would call them, my biological family that were part of San Diego and had memories there with me and stored there. They were pumping me on. Those were the ones that were on that highway with me as I went through. And by just being brave enough to want to face it, I didn't have to face it. But I wasn't brave enough to face him. So I had, you know what I mean? I really had to face him. And that's where it is. It's like, if you don't do this on your own, they're going to, you know, you're going to have to do it and redo it. And that's where it is too, is I had to face it. It's like, we don't want to relive these moments because we don't want to experience what happened, right? And that's where it is. It's like, I don't want to fuck with you, dude, because of what happened last time. It was so bad what happened last time. And same with him. I don't want to fucking go back to that. I don't want to go back to that. And then when you're really ready, and that's where I was, it's like, all right. And that's where it is too. It's like, dude, I'm not going to fuck with you and then you go all crazy again and get all hurt and go all psycho again. And that's what happened, dude. That's what happened. I went crazy and went psycho and went all into my sexual traumas for like 2 years, bro. I went psycho about it all, trying to explore it, and it all came to the surface. And so therefore, I don't want to do this because of that, and because I know the feelings that I had was I was sad because I didn't get to have you later. I could only give this part of me to you, right? And I didn't get to have any other part of you. So I didn't want to experience that too. But then I realized, like, if I can, you know, I just faced the fears, like in that video. It's like, just try. And so I was like, all right, we'll just accept the inevitable, that maybe I just don't even remember it. Maybe nothing happens. Maybe just throw yourself out. Just jump, right? And by jumping, accepting the fear of what possibly could happen was what I needed to face, and realize that it wasn't actually going to happen again. Meaning, if I sleep with him again, the same shit won't happen again, because I'm not the same person. I'm not the same person, so I'm not going to do the same things or be the same person, and I don't feel the same ways. Right? Right. But ultimately, what I do know is I'm going to feel these ways, because this is how I already feel when I'm around him. You know what I mean? It's like, I know the outcome. The outcome is I'm going to feel lonely after. I'm going to be excited about an experience, but ultimately it's going to leave me feeling lonely and ashamed and isolated with all these feelings of this experience that I don't get to share with anybody. What, I'm going to go talk to Marshall about my first time having sex and cry to him how sad it was because I got used again, or I let myself get used, or I used somebody else just to have this experience. That's what I see. It's like, but you have to just be brave, and that's where it is. It's like, okay. And then we step back and it's like, all right, now you see what it takes to be brave, to allow yourself to have this experience. Why was I going to allow myself to have this experience with him? For the same reason I did before. I figured, you've already had me. You've seen me. You've had me. I felt comfortable. Why not? And that's going back to something recognizable, comfortable, or of the norm. You go back to something you already know because you're too afraid of something you don't know. What if I do this with them? What if this happens with them? I don't feel this way with them. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel shame. I don't feel this. But I can't go towards them because I still have these feelings. And I no longer, you know what I mean? And that's where I got to release myself by redoing it, is I was able to understand and forgive myself for my actions, face the shadow of what I was with him. The whole relationship was a whole shadow part of me that I denied and I wouldn't just let out. And it's not bad to be, you know, to have those feelings for someone and be all, you know, but I thought myself bad. And it's not bad. But it's not good, because in the end, it's only surface level. It's only just to have an experience in the flesh. What does this feel like? What will it feel like to have sex? But I don't want sex. I want love. And the love comes after sex. And before sex. Sex is just part of it. It's another way to show the love. And it's, you know, with this particular person, I'm limited to how much love I can show them, in which ways I can show them love. And that's it too, you know, going back to spirituality. I can't be me with you. You don't understand me. You don't even know, you think I'm crazy. You don't even know this part of me. You know what I mean? But the real crazy parts of me, you don't, you know what I mean? It's just like all crazy. I'm just like all crazy. Fair enough. But, you know, he denies, you know, that's just it. It's like, I can only be so much of me with you. And that was really a part of me that needed to be expressed, to be let out. But I had to let the shame and the, you know what I mean? And the condemnation of what I was out too. And that's what, we've been working on that for a very long time. So long. Like, since it happened. Since it happened, I was just so filled with so much shame, and I hated telling this story, and I was so always, it's just a terrible fucking story, until finally I understand. You know? But anyways, going back to it, the laughing part is, he's thinking about, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of this crazy bitch. I'm like, oh man, that's not what it is. In the sense of, I just want to explore this because I've never felt this. Sure, I'll give you, sure. I've been trying to give it. Wait, what? No, you're crazy. I know how this goes. Shit. Am I gonna fuck this homeless crazy bitch? See, that's how he sees me, bro. This is crazy. I can't even fuck with you. You don't even know what's going on. And that's what I mean. He's dumb as dirt. He has no idea what's really going on. He sees the surface. He sees the Matrix. I don't know. I don't know what he sees, but when I saw that, I started laughing so hard in my car, I had to get out of the car. It was like, he's over there really contemplating fucking a homeless crazy bitch. It's like, oh God, is that how he sees me? Why did I put it on the internet? He already told his wife. Why did I have to hold back? That already killed me. It was like, as if I was in the secret places. And that's another thing. You think nobody can see you. Everyone can see you. God Almighty's telling the whole story. It's in some fucking tarot readers telling your fucking cards right now. Why? Because your story is epic and it was written in the stars. It's amazing, isn't it? What? Yeah, look at the comments. It's everybody's story. He does it to us collectively. Some of us just really catch that healing though, bro. Did I catch any sexual healing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But at least I know what my next level is. So now I can start manifesting. I don't know. As soon as I put my mind to it, you can do it. Put your back into it. That's what I heard as I'm holding my chakras. He doesn't know about any of that. God damn it, dude. I couldn't have ever done nothing but fuck the shit out of that guy. Literally. Fuck his mind, his life, his body. Leave him to die. That's all I was gonna do with that guy. Sounded so fun though. I was like, fuck. That's all he wanted too. He said, I'm not a piece of... What the fuck are you then? You're fucking dangling meat. Dangling it. What the fuck else am I supposed to do with you than fucking eat you up? Like... and then he's like, I don't believe in fucking chicken bones. I was like, Baba Yaga, I'll fucking... Oh my God, that video I sent. I'm gonna post a video tonight in the shorts. Oh my God, this is girls eating these wieners. It's like, oh, eat your dick up, bro. What the fuck are you talking about, Beavis? Anyways, and that's what I said too. It's like, I can't talk like that to him. I can't be me with him. I can't be anything with him but a freak. I need a freak. That's all he is. He's fucking, oh, the absolute definition of a fuck boy. He's the boy I fuck and that's it, I guess. And that's some bullshit too. But that's what it was and that's what I didn't see and I just, I wanted more. Come all the way back just to find out, no, that was enough. That's all you get. That's all he told me all this time and I had to actually like literally wrap my fucking body around it. Just kidding, I did not have sexual relations with that man. Oh God, that's just so funny. It's not. Did you catch yesterday's video? So dark. I had to go so dark to get to this light moment of hilariousness. But I feel good about it. And Mr. Rogers going to walk me to my car, and we're going to go do our laundry. I'm going to let the kids go swimming today. Shit, I might go swimming. Probably not. I'm serious. I'm just going to sit in the shower and cry. Wash all this off. Forgive me of my sins, Father. There's another thing. He doesn't know God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. He called them Yu-Gi-Oh cards, guys. He doesn't even watch. He's... you know what he said, though? He's all, yeah, I heard you wrote a whole lore on it, and I'm not even part of it. I was like, you play such an important part, you dirtbag. Dirtbag. That was a cool guy. Well, that was hella cool. I met... Okay. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting this cool-ass memory. I met, fuck, I can't see your name, Mr. Worldwide. Pitbull in Miami. He was opening for Dirtbag. He was an opener. And in the crowd was Little John that watched him. And then after that, he walked upstairs and they had that talky talk. Yep, it was cool. But then afterwards, I was outside taking pictures with Dirtbag. I can see the picture I took with him. I was dressed up in it was a great picture. Maybe I could find that. That was a great picture. Picture perfect moments. That's what I heard. Unrelated. Again, the mind, it travels through time and space to happy moments and to sad moments and wherever it wants to go. And I just get to see where I'm at. Right now, I'm actually stable in the ground. I'm waiting for the day to crack. I do have shadow work knocking on my door. It happened last night. Oh, God is intense. And I told you my chakras are breaking. My heart chakra's breaking. As soon as you come out of it. So I came out of it. I got some energy. God blessed me, dude. I was really hard up. I was able to get some gas, bro. I was able to get some cigarettes, and I hit the road. And I met some holly jolly people that really fucking filled me up with joy. I made a quick like $60. We ate some dinner, and I was like, I'm done. I was really blessed and whatnot, right? That was pretty awesome. But as soon as I was like driving, I was on my way back. I called my kids, and my kids said that they were talking to my oldest daughter, and my oldest son had got released from his rehabilitational center, and he wanted to talk to me. And I was like, oh, fuck. I'm right back in it. And I got that knocking on my door. What is that? That's shadow work, bro. That's my firstborn child, abandoned and left to the streets with his father, while his mom just went off and he had a terrible life. And he's all shot out on drugs and he was all shot out on drugs and mental illness and the gang life and alcoholism and the whole fucking works, bro. It's a long story. I tried a lot of times to bring him back to some sort of a reality, but he kept running back to home. And in that home, I am a bad person. So now he's back, and of course he wants to talk to his mom, and I can't really tell you. I have memories of when I brought him to my house. I have a couple of memories throughout the years, but they're all extremely tragic of him, you know what I mean, throwing a fit and running out of my life when I'm trying to do shit right. He did it at my wedding. I'm seeing that memory. There's a lot of fucked up, terrible, horrible memories about me and my son. And it's like, you know, I don't even talk to them because they bring up all this shit. They condemn me for not being a good mother, and we're unforgiving. My daughter has become forgiving, but they were unforgiving to the fact of my personality disorder or amnesia for that sense. And then definitely not accepting of, you know, the craziness of my spirituality, which is, again, to people like on the inside, I am a fucking whole lunatic. Like he said, I was like, I hear your frequencies. Like, I don't know what voices you hear in your head. As I tell you guys all of the mediumship I'm hearing in my head. He thinks I'm a total fucking crazy person. And it's like, I can accept that. I know what crazy looks like on the outside. I know that you cannot understand it. I could show you a million people that do what I do, but you can't see that. I can show you the aliens, but you don't see them. And I can show you God, but you don't see them. I can't, you know. So in the sense of, it's going to be a harsh fucking road. You know what I mean? And, you know, he already has his disorders, and naturally, you know, like there's a bond between a mother and a son that always is there, a tie that's been untied since, you know, fuck, a long time. So I have some serious shadow work that's going to hit me. It's not like I don't know what the week holds. At least I know what's coming at me. And that's a good thing, in the sense. Like, what's next? What's around the corner? Your children for Christmas. You get your children for Christmas. That's what this is. It's going to be some really hard work reliving these memories and seeing how I failed my children, and how, you know, trying to have compassion for something that they don't understand, and I can't see what, you know, I have to figure out what led me to be this type of failure mother to them. Which I know the surface level of it. I've seen most of it, but it's like, you know, how do we go from there to here and start all over? And the way that happens is it has to die and be reborn. So my next death, transformation, and rebirth is going to be me facing my oldest child. And he's there, he's waiting to speak, and I just, you know, and that's it. It's like, you have to love yourself enough to really face these things and stop running. You know what I mean? This is going to fucking hurt so bad. The very thought of it hurts. Why did I fail you? I'm going to have to find out why. And I'm going to have to accept why. And I'm going to have to understand why. And I'm going to have to love myself after I see what I've done. How I see how bad I hurt everyone. Just because I was hurting. That goes back to yesterday's video. Please, man. Whoever you are. I'm not fucking crazy. I spent a whole life crazy. And now I've got to spend a whole life unprogramming that craziness that still exists in and around me. I see the Egyptians. How you, especially with my Isis oracles right here. I guess we gotta pull those too. All of my inner selves are coming out. We have to unravel the body. You know what I mean? We would, you know, as we wrap the body, we would take out all the organs. You know what I mean? For the chakras, we take out the chakras and we wrap the body. That's why Christianity and stuff tells you not to burn the body in hopes that you can walk again in that body. But that is a reincarnation, and they don't believe in it. They believe in resurrection. And that's their mixed beliefs. Those Catholics, dude, I swear, I really hope Wolfman's body he's a dark angel. He's collecting all that shit. All I gotta do is, come here, let me touch you. Let me see. I'm like that, all I gotta do is tap in. I'm just an amplifier to whatever's inside of you, dude, that you don't know what's in there. I light your chakras up. But going back to it, yeah, they would wrap the body. And so right now, we're doing the unraveling of the body. And then we put the chakras back in, and we reawaken the body, the soul that was in that body. And that's what we're doing here, is we're going through the memories. We're reprogramming the mind. We're unraveling this body. The body of Lisa, the mind of Lisa, the experiences of Lisa. We're taking them off. I am Lisa, but I was something before I was Lisa. And every time I take off the pieces of Lisa, I find out who I was. There's a whole universe inside of me of who I was before I got here. Going back to my teaching yesterday, why are we taking off the pieces? Because those pieces, the things that have happened in Lisa's life, were accumulation of all the other lives. You could not bring this life back together because this life had not done this job. After this job is done, this life is set free. Meaning, I am set free from the hells I was locked in. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm really facing is hells. Multitudes of hells. I'm breaking out of hell, and I'm breaking other people out of their own hells. And that's where it is there's parts of me that, yes, are locked in Lisa's life in time, right? But each of those experiences was an experience from a past lifetime that I didn't overcome. So now I must overcome them one at a time, activating the past me that lived dormant underneath these things from way long ago, not just in Lisa's life. And that's how your soul contract is all these things must be completed in order to restore yourself. You must have completed all these things, experienced all these things, felt all these things. You know what I mean? You came to do all these things. Oh, I'm in the cleanup year, bro. It's the karma, and that goes back to the Palladians teaching that. That's what we're doing. We're cleaning up. We're reversing time. We're taking back all of the darkness that we left a footprint of and leaving it with nothing but love and compassion and understanding for ourselves and those that walked in that footprint. Do you know what I mean? That's what that is. So I got an intuitive push that the kids woke. It's like a feeling, like when your kids, like you're away, you're far away, but you can feel them. And that's what I do. I do have that feeling. So I'm going to go and check on them, which I'm excited because I want to start the day. We've had a hard-ass another week, bro. I'm not worried about it. I know God is going to bless the shit out of me tonight, and we'll be good, and we got another hard-ass week ahead of us. That's what it said in that Khalid card. The Hard Knocks, the Proverbial School of Hard Knocks awards you a star. Fucking 5-star award. I'm a fucking warrior. I'm a rainbow child. But in the sense of I know what the mission is, but you get in it and it is killer. And that's why I was trying to tell you this. I'm so in it. Let me explain to you what it looks like, what it feels like, how it is. And this is real. This is real. I am dealing with this particular fucking, and I pulled it out of 3 chapters of there. I'm dealing with this particular fucking part of the dark night of the soul. This is what it says the feelings are. I started with the fucking symptoms of it. Then I started explaining it, started telling you how the visions work, how it works, how you're trying to deny it, how you don't want to do it, how you're scared of it. Everything. Those are your feelings towards different things in your life. And we will work through them. It's a constant evolution. They're constantly pushing the cleanup, bro. There's more and more and more layers of it. It's just buried. There's so much blood in the dirt. And it's really just negativity. We feel so negative about things, you know. But ultimately, yeah, I got cleanup and this and that. And it's Sunday Fun Day, so I'm going to provide you with some church. This is what we got. I saw it already in my intuitions. Okay, so we're going to pull a Kali card. We're going to pull a witch's card, but specifically the high priest and the high priest and the high priestess, right? Especially the high priest. I need to explain why he is who he is and why I say what he said, what I miss. I also have to pull, we just saw the Isis oracles. I haven't pulled them in a very long time. I saw that, and then I'm not sure, but those ones I saw for sure that we need to go into. And we can kind of dive in after that once I get a feel for it. But I already know that that's it. So talking about projective energy. If you know where we are in those cards and you've been keeping up, then, you know, I guess not the Isis oracles, you wouldn't know. But we're going to go from there. I have to do some church. I'm going to do some life, and then I'll do some church is what we're going to do. And then I'm going to do some work. I got to do a lot of shit. And then just, you know, Mondays are usually the moon day where we're really just an introspective, where we just look back. I went through some dark shit, bro. It's a fucking, I'm telling you, Friday, then some of them are worse than others. Some of them are worse than others. It's just shadow parts of you, bro. Just parts of you that you keep denying, bro. Memories, feelings, experiences. I denied my whole life, bro. I denied my whole life, and that goes back to Lilith. I denied my whole life. It wasn't me. I will not deal with these feelings. I will not deal with these people. I will not deal. I'm dealing with it, bro. And that's what I said too. It's like, all you gotta do is deal with it. Just take care of yourself and let them take care of everything else. But that's the whole point, is they put this shit in front of you. And what is it? Your fucking feelings, bro. All you gotta do is deal with your feelings and your memories that come up, so that you don't gotta feel that way. You can't put them away, or you're gonna end up sick like me, dude. That's the scariest story. The scariest story about my story is how I ended up like that. Did she really? I really did. But if you look at Jesus' story, they knew nothing of his life before that. And most of them either. They didn't have life until God gave them life. Till God spoke life is what I heard. And maybe it's only the prophecies, but it says that too in every book I read. I'm seeing the guy from the Melchizedek order, and the same. My chakras are hurting. I feel the Palladians real bad. Hold on. Oh my God, Becky, it hurts so bad in my spine. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh shit! It's like my wings. Like I felt my wings curl. Oh, God. They're putting some heavy-duty teachings in me right now. Hold on, guys. I'm like literally crunched over. I got that Stephen Hawkins thing going on where I need a chair to hold my head up. Oh, fuck. Oh, I felt that. That hurt real bad. Is the moon still out? What the fuck was that? How did that go in? The moon might still be out while the sun's out, dude. That might have reflected real hard. That fucking hurt. Okay, what was that? I don't know. We'll fucking find out in the book. What does that mean? I'll have visions and shit. I'm crazy. Fuck off. Anyways, going on to it. Where was I? Oh, God. Oh, the feelings and stuff. Yeah, that's the scariest thing. It's like, yeah, all of them just woke up. They left the lives that they had and they woke up to a higher understanding of life. And there's many of them. There was, there's this tarot reader that I used to watch, but I didn't because she's turned dark. She's inhabiting. Dude, I got to get away from them when they don't face their shadows and they start becoming their shadows, bro. I come and I tell people of what is eating them, what I see, and they deny it, and then I have to leave and it consumes them and they're just left with their shadows. And so, like, what does that mean? They become like these unusual child versions of themselves. Ultimately, these dark versions of themselves, if they don't face it, because that dark version of yourself is there. And so, like, for example, last time I saw her, she's like putting on all this makeup and everything's all Halloween, like she's trying to dress up like a witch or something. Like she's becoming the part that she's denying, and that's because she denied the dark. She says, I don't work with the dark. I don't work with the moon goddesses and the dark forces, and I don't work with them. And now they're totally overtaking her because she's denying. She acts like she's got a happy childhood and that she's okay with her divorce and she lives a happy life. And grand rising, beautiful souls. She's one of those, dude. She tried to be all love and light, and I tried to tell her about her darkness and she didn't want to see it, so now the darkness has become her. That's what happened to fucking Russ. Tried to tell him, you're full of shit, bro. You're all dark. And it became him, and he became it, and it's all over. The pieces of him. How long until you face you in the mirror, or me, the mirror, or anything? Like, I don't know. And that's it too. You start to just forgive them when you realize that they're just you. They're just hiding from what you hid from. All of you are. You're hiding, just as I did. You're Lilith. You're hiding from these feelings because they're scary and you're explosive and you don't want to let them out because you're going to hurt people. Yeah, but your truth shall set you free is what God said to all of us. And that's the only thing that lets us free, is just telling how we truly feel. Not what we think, but how we feel. He can tell me over and over what he thinks. I don't give a shit. He can't tell me how he feels. He has no power. If he can't, you know what I mean? And that's why it's like, forget it. There's no hope. If you don't feel for me, then you don't feel. If you don't feel, like, you know what I mean? In the sense of, that's what I was talking about, drive and shit like that. If you don't have any feeling inside of you, if you don't have no fire burning in you to push you to, like, do some brave ass shit or just anything, I can't put that in you. Maybe. I don't think so. I can light you up with inspiration and shit like that. But if you can't fuel the fire of your own with your own drive, then you know you need to clean out your fucking chakras. You know, your system, you don't have the right gas flow. You ain't got that diesel. I'm talking shit. Yeah, live and learn, and then we find love. How long is it going to take? A long time, dude. A long time. Why? Because we're learning. Shut up, Little Wayne. How to love. That fucking song. Why do these songs? Because the Holy Spirit sent them so that they would be guiding forces. So we'd have a good tune and know that, love is on our side. Help is on the way. Why does he always come in that version? Robin Williams always comes in the Mist Out Fire. Why? Because that was a great movie and I love that movie. That's it, And so anyways, happy Sunday Fun Day. We'll catch up with some cards and some shit, but I need to catch up in my life. Catch up in mustard. I'm hearing a bunch of references to the Migos. Somos amigos. Somos amigos? I guess that's that guy. Is that his name? Takeoff? Obviously, I said that too, and I heard him, and then I heard him again. Meaning I can see the synchronicities of how they're trying to talk. They're trying to speak. Do you hear him speaking? I need to teach you more of that. I feel like I do. There's some codes. When I'm doing laundry, maybe, if I'm not too busy, I will upload one of my videos for light codes so you can understand the light codes. I said I was going to upload some videos. Hey, new people. What do you say to people anymore? I'm getting better at this. I'm here to heal you spiritually. It's gonna heal you emotionally and psychologically, but it's really gonna destroy your physical reality. If you don't want no part of it, just go away. It's not, I don't wish this on you. I mean, I don't fucking hate Adam for I lived in the Matrix. I lived here for 39 years, completely, I had a good house. I mean, I struggled to pay the rent because I was a little bit, I don't know, I can't say that. There was times I had everything. I was cool. I had, friends, I had a social life. I had a work life. I had, I lived. But I didn't. So, I mean, sometimes you miss the life you had. And you're like, but I don't. It sucks that I'm in my car. But this, I watch a lot of these videos. I watched another lady yesterday. Lots of people are. And I made a video about it too. There's so many people that live up and down the streets that I live on both sides. And you start there. But your hopes is always I just want to get away from people. I just want to get out. I want to get an RV. I want to be in the land. I am still, you know what I mean? It's not like I've driven off of my track. I just got on it a little too fast, not realizing I'm living it. You know what I mean? I've been living it for a long time. Is living the nomad. And I like it. I don't like that where I'm at right this particular moment. I'd like to be, on the top of a mountain or by a lake or somewhere. But I do have a view of beautiful land, and I am by bodies of water. And the birds, yesterday the hawk sat here, and it just kept looking down at us. We went and got close to it, and it got down even closer. I have the birds, and I have God, and I have, the same things that I want. I don't really want to be tied into the Matrix. You know what I mean? I really don't. And that's it too. It's like, you just think I'm crazy, and you don't understand my life, and these are just motions that I have to take. You can't just, I could, that's why I like, why don't you just manifest greatness? Because greatness is seen. I see Kobe. I see Nipsey. I see them as children, dude. I see them young. It's like I see Eazy-E. I see all of the performers. It's like we weren't just great. We became great with our hard work. Our hard work made us great. And that's what it is, too. It's like my struggles and my overcoming is the greatness in what I do. It doesn't feel great when people are judging you when you're, you know what I mean? When you're living out of your car and trying to live a dream and trying to, you know what I mean, be a good person and just trying to do what's right and, follow what you feel is the best thing for you. Even if you weren't in your car, just living by that, it's not good. It's just not good. It's not acceptable. You have to do what's right according to the laws, the books, the norm, mass consciousness. But what you don't realize, and what I get to see every day, is once you become part of a world, you start to see so many other people that are part of that world too. You know what I mean? They're humble. The people like me, you know what I mean? I've been there like you. They're humble, they're giving, they're forgiving, they're kind, they're sweet, they're open-hearted. I've been there before. They know what it feels like to be in this place, and they have an open heart towards you because they are accepting that this is just a place. They can remember what it was to be that place, and they can look on themselves with gratitude because they're not in that place. And they can have hope and prayers for you to get out of that place because of their feelings towards that place. And then there's those of us that just enjoy it, right? So we found the guy that lived down there. We're pretty sure it was him because I missed it. My son told me we were down there wandering around where there's these trails and all this stuff, but then there's these reminiscences of possible homeless camps or at least something. And it's like, people be down here. I don't know if they were camps or what, but it's like they were here and then they're gone. I was like, this is a great place to put up a camp if you could get away with it. This is a great place to stay off the radar. Right? And they're like, did you see the guy during your video? I said, what guy? And And I was like, oh yeah, they said a guy was coming. They said he went in front of my video. He was literally in front of me, picking up trash and putting it in a bag, and then he just disappeared. So then yesterday we saw him, and he walked past us, and he was carrying a big bag, and he was on the phone, and he saw me and my kids posted up, and we smiled at him, and he smiled at us, and he walked by. And the kids were like, that was the guy. And I was like, well, he looked like a good guy, and he saw that we're posted, and if that's where he's posted, then maybe he's okay with us being, you know what I mean? You start to familiarize. You're like, this shouldn't be a normal life. That's where it could get real weird, because if I turned on my camera and I showed you where I really am and how many of us are just right here in the middle of the matrix, we're right here, but we're not. And they can see us. They come out of their, they come out of their places, and they see us, but they don't, they're like, wow. And they just go on about their lives, but it's like, we live here too. Like the police that came up. They came up the other morning. They were driving there. My daughter and I had them walking over to one of the businesses to take the trash out. I keep a trash bag, and we collect a bunch of trash because there's lots of snacks and shit. And so I told them it's the middle of the day, and I think it's Friday, and they watch my kids, and they're like, what is this? And then I rolled down the window because they were checking license plates. And I was like, that one has a chair stuck in the front of it, like they ran over someone, and it hasn't moved for a very long time. It showed up in the middle of the night. She's like, really? I was like, yeah, we stay here, and we've seen some weird shit. She's like, I bet you have. In the sense of, I pronounced to myself, I stay here. I'm in this car. We're in this car. Me and my children are in this car right here. And that car you're looking at is a little suspicious. Meaning, I'm not going to hide from you, and you don't have to wonder what we're doing. I'm going to tell you, so I don't have to live in fear. This is that moment. It's like, what are the police going to say if they come and roll up? And I asked this other guy that was parked here. I haven't seen him, too. I was like, where's the bus guy? He had this little mini bus. I think he was doing no good stuff because he felt uncomfortable. But anyways, he was here, and I asked him, I was like, is it cool right here? He's like, yeah, you have a smaller vehicle too, so you don't have to move it that often. And that was it. That's all he told me. The guys on the other side were really cool about it. I was like, but we didn't have no internet over there. He's like, yeah, I stay here. This is my name. This is me. And this is so-and-so that lives across the street. I was like, I hope to get me one of those trailers. He said, don't get one like this. If you're going to get one, you get one like that, because the parks, they have to be a certain year. And that's where they're all ended up. So people with an older version of a driving trailer, like an RV that you drive, they can't be accepted into parks. It has to be a certain year or older, or younger. And I was like, well, that was really good information. But anyways, so that's it. So there's bunches of us that do it. You know what I mean? And we don't just sit out here like camped out or anything, and we don't. You know what I mean? If we're in the car, we're in the car, or we're out and, we're out somewhere else. They don't camp out over there either. It's just cars parked, and you can see they're blacked out, and that people might possibly live in them. We don't bother anybody. We're not like homeless camps downtown or anything like that. But going back to it, it's like, from the outside, somebody new that's just watching my story, you're like, what the fuck? I know, but it's a real world that I live in, and we really live in your world, and we're not bad people, and we're not doing anything. We're not able, comfortable, or, in a position to live in your world, but we still have to live in your world and make the best of our world. And we find more gratitude for the world that we have and the way that we have it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, there's a part of us that all of us have always, we've all come from a home, and we want that stability of a home, but we've learned to make everywhere our home, if that makes sense. Because otherwise, how could you live like this? You enjoy it. You normalize it. And it is. We've, thinking about last night, I was so broken, and because of our situation, we rotate and we sleep differently. So I'm going to curl up in the back seat with my daughter, and I get to hold her. I get to curl up next to a warm body when I've just been broken into 1,000 pieces. And I get to be close to somebody, you know what I mean? To hold somebody while I need to be held. I just need to be held during this time. I'm a child. And I have my own little child that I get to hold because of the situation that we're in. And it's not a bad thing because she doesn't mind it and I don't mind it. You know what I mean? And the night before I got to hold my son. These big teenagers that as soon as I get them out of this car, they're out, bro. They're going to leave. They're going to go take on the world. They're going to take all of the knowledge and wisdom I've given them, and they're going to go be little adults. You know what I mean? They're going to go to college and backpacking and all this stuff. And, you know, but now I get to hold them and be close to them and eat snacks with them and giggle and laugh and learn from them and, you know, do all the things that I didn't get to do with them. I didn't get to do that with any of my kids. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm grateful. We needed to be cut off and put together. You know what I mean? Broken into pieces and put back together. And, you know, we will be back into the world, you know, in our own individual ways, but never the way we were. And that's the point. You know what I mean? I go into the world and I do what I can. They go in and we do. And we'll be back in the world, but not the way that we ever were. And running from it is a Kanye thing, where you keep trying to put yourself back into what you were, and it just doesn't fit. And no matter how much you do, it's just never going to work. And I did this. I've been doing it. And that's why I said I gave up. I accept the way you want me to live, and I will live this life with gratitude, knowing that you're going to provide more for me. And that's the way of the prophets. I surrender, God. I surrender to your way and your will. Meaning, you show me, and you give me a way, and I will willingly follow that way, is what that really means. He gives you a vision, bro. You can deny it. But he gives plenty of visions to everyone of greatness. I'm seeing all the prophets before me, you know, they were just regular people until God gave them a vision. It's like, I don't know what voice is talking to you. I do now, but I didn't before. And that's why I usually just say they. They're showing me. Who's they? I don't care. Let's just not even ask, dude. It could be anybody. And if I ask, it's going to get all weird. They're all going to show up. Like, who cares? The whole fucking universe that you don't believe exists. You want to have sex? See what I mean? That was not going to work. Not at all. I'm trying to have sex magic. I'm trying to have a kundalini rising. This guy's just trying to fucking get the rise of the phoenix. He just wants to get burned. He wants me to burn him into ashes. Punchlines. I love my life. It's not sometimes. You just want to die. Like, oh God. And you do. You fucking die inside. And everything outside dies. And then you're reborn. And like, it's Sunday and you gotta do your laundry. Like, oh fuck, I gotta change my underwear. That was crazy. Just kidding. That's my favorite punchline. Why do I say that? Because I used to wear thong underwear and I don't anymore. It's like, oh, I gotta change my underwear. It's a funny joke. Because it's like you shit your pants. I mean, pretty much. I shit my fucking life, dude. My life just took a dump on me. And that's when my son asked me, what's a fucking blumpkin? It's where God comes and takes a shit on your chest. And it just stinks and it burns. You don't know when to touch it. Very graphic, huh? I'm the Lilith. I talk dirty. Talk dirty to me. He couldn't handle it. He said I can't handle it. Such a fucking loser. Anyways. You know, like, why do you love him? I don't know. God. That's what it is. You hate a twin flame. You're like, God, why did you make me love this person? Why did you give me feelings for this person? I hate this person so much. You know, you fucking love them. You love them. Love them. Oh God, it hurts so much. You're really hurting my ego right now. That's what I was like, fuck my ego. Fuck your wife. Fuck your life. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. I didn't say that. But I tried to put it on. It didn't really fit. It wasn't a good fit for him. Oh God, I'm hilarious. Aren't I though? That's why people will be like, what the fuck am I watching? You're watching God. God and Goddess alike working together in this life. I am Lilith reincarnated. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic. I'm the first witch. I'm the patroness of witches and fucking priestesses, dude. I'm God's first child. Not really, because they were created at the same and the same and the same. It was like, poof, there they are. We're here. Wow, what do we do? Oh, let's walk around. Okay, great. This is going to be a great life. Thanks, God. Thank you for this life. He gave me better lives than this. This is going to be the best life ever, is what he says. Going to be the best life of your... Nah, it doesn't feel so good, Don. Anyways, it'll feel great when it's over, huh? Lovies, laters, bye.